Hello, welcome again to Courtship and Marriage. I'm your host, Wanola, and I'm so excited to be here again to share with you all things godly relationships and marriages. Today, we're going to talk about a very interesting topic: 4 things that will make her want you more. It's the last Saturday, and every last Saturday is especially for men because men need relationship advice too. Men need relationship advice so that they can be equipped, to really build their relationship, to contribute lovingly, to meet their woman's emotional, spiritual, physical, financial needs. Right? So, that is what we're talking about today. But before we dive deep into it, I want to give a shout out to Lion Kuti. I'm so glad that we're a helpful part of your marriage, and congratulations on your wedding preparations. I wish you success, and I wish you, the best that marriage has to offer. I want to give a shout out to Riri. You said that the question, what one thing can I do to make you happy, is your favorite question, and it is actually one of my favorite questions. I'm kind of biased. I like everything, right? It was on the episode 6 questions for a happier marriage, and definitely it's a question that gets you talking and lets you know specifically what you can do daily to make marriage a happy one. So that's a good one. I thank everybody that voted on 2 things I do to keep my marriage happy episode. I really loved seeing that there were so many godly people here who are interested in building a successful relationship with their spouses. I'm always thrilled to read your comments, to see you vote in the polls, to listen to your voice messages. So keep it coming. Let's just build this fun, interactive community of godly relationships together. I love you. So, 4 things that will make her want you more. For the purpose of simplicity, I'm just going to be using the word wife. I know that not everybody is married. Maybe she's still your girlfriend or she's your fiancé, but the journey is to become your wife, right? So we're just going to keep it simple and just stick to saying wife, right? 4 things that will make that woman in your life, your wife, to want you more. And you should take it from me because I'm a woman. So emotional intimacy is one of the greatest needs of your wife. More than many things, she wants to know that both of you are truly one: spirit, soul, and body. Women, we crave emotional intimacy, and it's obvious. That's why we are always the one at relationship seminars. We are always the one, praying to be married, and all of that drama, because we really desire to have our own person, someone that is for us, that doesn't belong to any other person. We want that person we can be fully known and fully loved with, right? So deep down, that is our desire. And I know that as a man, you desire it too. It's just that you express it in a different way. You're not that vocal about it. You're not that expressive or dramatic as women are about it, right? So if you want to meet your wife's need for emotional intimacy and make her feel deeply loved and desired, I'm going to tell you 4 things that you should initiate often, maybe daily. 4 things that you should initiate. Keyword: initiate. Right? To make her want you more, to make her desire you more, to make her be more in love, head over heels, crazy about you, right? The first thing is initiate conversations. And if you haven't listened to the previous episode for men, I think you should go ahead and listen to it, right? Initiate conversations. Yes, you probably talk about soccer or world news. You initiate all those things, and those are great if all you're trying to be is an acquaintance. But if you want more, if you actually desire more from this woman, then you need to go into deeper conversations. Research has shown that there are 5 levels of conversation. The first one is sharing facts and information, which we all do every day. We talk about the weather. Oh, it's raining today. It's foggy. It's so cold. We just share facts and information. Did you know that this store closed down? Did you know that happened? That is all surface level information we share with anybody, any random person. Level 2 is sharing the ideas and opinions of others. Oh, what you watched in a movie, right? What you listened to in a song, right? What you listened to in a sermon. All those ideas, all those opinions other people share with you, sharing it with that woman. That is level 2. Level 3 is sharing your own ideas and opinions, right? The things that you are thinking about, the things that you are planning. That's a level 3 conversation. Level 4 is sharing your personal preferences. You see, it's getting deeper now. Your personal preferences, your beliefs, your concerns. That's a level 4 conversation. And level 5 is sharing your inner feelings, how you are touched emotionally by things. And this is the greatest level of intimate conversation. At this level, you're talking from the heart. So yes, you cannot be on level 5 all day, every day. Sometimes you be on level 1, level 2, level 3. It just sort of ebbs and flows. But the point is, if you want your wife to want you more, then initiate level 5 conversations with her often, right? Because she would bring it up, right? And most men would just be like, okay, they'll just be quiet. I mean, you've absorbed everything she said, you've listened, you've absorbed it, but you don't really give a lot of feedback. And that is what is keeping her from, being fully open with you, because she doesn't know what you're thinking. She doesn't know. Maybe you have agreed to everything she said. Maybe you have a different perspective. Maybe, you think about it in another way. If you have not shared it, she doesn't know. So initiate those level 5 conversations. Be the one to bring it up. And if you don't even know what to say, like, how do I talk about my inner feelings? Most men are like, inner feelings. How do I even begin to talk about that? Ask her questions. Let her give you a safe space to land on. Let her lead you on. The point is, you just be the one to bring it up. That is the tip, right? You just be the one to ask her those questions. How did you feel about this situation, about this occurrence? How do you feel about these things? So by initiating it, you're telling her, hey, I want to go deep with you. I want to have intimate conversations with you. And that is going to make her feel so loved. And when she feels loved, she wants you more. Right? She feels more connected to you, and she feels more in love with you, and she desires you more. It's a cycle of goodwill, right? So women like to talk emotional. So even if you don't know how to immediately start opening up, just ask her a question. Make her talk on that level. As she begins to talk, you would also find things that you can contribute, things that you can say, and you would also begin to be able to share with her on that emotional level. Aim at giving your wife 15 to 30 minutes of focused dialogue daily. One where you are not pressing your phone, you're not watching a game, focused dialogue. Sit with her, put her head on your laps, and just talk to her. How did you feel about this thing, right? Or start from a level 1 conversation, a level 2, go level 3, share your ideas, share your opinions, ask her about her ideas, ask her about our opinions, about, issues that are at hand, or maybe just random issues, random occurrences. Just draw her into an intimate conversation. Give her that every day. 15 minutes of focused dialogue every day. And I bet you a lot of complaints will just stop. You will just stop hearing that question, do you love me? You will just stop hearing it automatically, because women like to connect emotionally. That's just what it is. And when you connect emotionally, she will long to connect with you sexually when she feels safe and when she feels whole with you, right? The second thing to initiate is prayers and spiritual discourse. Now, if you are with a godly woman, if you are with a Christian, know that our innate desire is to be with a man that would take his place as the spiritual head of the home. Your wife, more than most things, wants you to take your place as the spiritual head of the home. It is one of the biggest desires of every godly woman. She wants to connect spiritually. She wants a man that would be the spiritual head indeed. She doesn't want to drag you to pray. She doesn't want to drag you to study. She doesn't want to be the one, taking the lead and asking those questions and demanding that growth. No, she wants you to take your place. And she's right, because God wants you to take your place. God puts you in that place. She wants you to pray over her. She wants you to pray with her. She wants you to pray for her when she's not there. And even if she's not so spiritual, believe me, she still wants this. She wants to know that she is spiritually secure, just as she knows that she is physically safe when you are there. When you are there, your wife feels safe. When you are there sleeping at night, your wife feels safe because her husband is here. That's the same way she wants to feel spiritually safe. So at the end of the day, when women talk about, oh, the spiritual lives of their spouses, spiritual growth and all those things, they're not trying to like make you feel small. They're not trying to lord it over you, so to say. They are at the core of all that drama, that complaint, at the core of it is a need that is not being met, and that need is a need for spiritual leadership. Spiritual leadership, not by any random man, but by our own husband. And that need was placed in her by God, because God says that the man is the head of his home. So at the core of your wife, at the core of your kids, is a need that you must meet spiritually. So that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Spiritual security. Can the head of this home stand in place and resist the devil? Can he fight back the enemy when he tries to attack us? Can he feed us with the word? Can he teach us? Can he ensure that we continue to grow spiritually? Will our children have a strong spiritual leader in him? These are the questions going on through the mind of your wife. She wants to know, am I with an Adam or am I with Jesus? Will he eat the fruit simply because I offered it to him and it looks good, even when he knows it's in complete disobedience to God? Or will he take it out of my hand and wash me from sin, so I'm not sent out of Eden into a life of struggles? Your wife doesn't want you to make the mistake of Adam. Your wife wants you to be like Jesus, which is not a lofty goal, because that is exactly what Jesus said to you. Jesus wants you to be like him. He wants you to grow to perfection, and that is the desire of your wife as well. You may not be perfect spiritually. I can hear some people thinking, like Jesus, no, my own is not that level. Right? You may not be perfect spiritually like Jesus, but what she wants is growth. She wants you to initiate the activities and decisions that will make you both continue to grow. She wants to see that you love God. You do in your heart, but she doesn't know it. She wants to see it on display. She wants to see your love for God on display. She wants to see that you are interested in growing spiritually. She wants to see that your prayers are being answered. She wants to know that she has a spiritual covering. And just like you desire to cover her in every other aspect, financially, you want to make sure her needs are met. Physically, you want to make sure she has a good place to live in, she's driving a good car, right? You want all those things. Much more than that, you should want to ensure that she has a spiritual covering. So prioritize spiritual provision just as you prioritize financial provision, because your wife, your children, they are spirits, right? This conversation is getting very deep. Your wife, your children, they are spirits. So just as you give them physical food, you ensure that they have physical food. Ensure also that they have spiritual food. Ensure that they are growing. Don't let your family gain the world and lose their soul. Jesus said, what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? Don't let your family gain the world and lose their soul. Be that spiritual head. And believe me, when that box begins to be checked up, your wife will want you more. She will feel so safe with you. She will be secure because you would be nurturing her. You'll be nurturing the spirit in her. She will come alive. She will bloom. Like, you will be surprised. Like, is this all it took? You just wanted to see that this thing was in me? Yes, it's in me. I will show it to you. Right? So that's what she desires. The third thing to initiate is dates, trips, vacations. Your wife wants to feel desired. You desire her. You know that you desire her, but unless you show it with your actions and in words, she will not know it. She wants to be wined. She wants to be dined. She wants to feel special. When women see all these videos on social media of men doing special things for their guys, like there's a longing inside that, oh, I want that too. Right? Men sit and just like, but women sit and like, I want that too. So your wife wants that too. She wants to be special. She cares about your relationship, but she doesn't want to be the only one that cares. You care about it too, Most men care about their relationships. Most men love their wives and desire their wives. But the missing point is the showing it, the demonstrating it, the communicating it. And that's why I'm here today, right? So even if you think your wife is a better planner than you are, the key word is to initiate. You're like, oh, she can plan dates better than me. She knows the right places. She knows the right amount. She knows everything. You initiate. Provide the vision. That's why they call it provider. You are the provider. Provide the vision. Honey, I want to take you out, but I just want to be sure that it's somewhere you want. Is there any place you've been wanting to go? That's a free tip for you. And if she has one, she will say yes. But at other times, when she's not even thinking about that activity, maybe she's overwhelmed by things, plan everything yourself. Plan romantic days. Plan getaway. Surprise her with them. That is one of the best ways to show her that you are still as interested in her as you were before. Remember how you planned a proposal 100% without her input. You planned the whole proposal, decoration, food, guests, everything without her input. You anticipated her desires, her reactions, everything. You're a planner, my dear. Right? So do that for her on a small scale as often as you can. Do it for her on a small scale. Don't wait for her to be the one to initiate it. Don't seek her input about it, because if she's overwhelmed with kids, with work, with so many other life things, just as you are, right, she will not want to. She wants to be surprised, right? She wants to be surprised. She wants to see what you can do for her. Bring out those muscles and show her what you can do. So plan dates and activities like that. The fourth thing is to initiate task sharing. Don't always wait for your wife to ask for your help. It can be frustrating. Right? Because there is so much to be done. Don't always wait for her to ask for your help. Yes, when I'm talking to the women, I definitely tell them, if you need something, ask, because that is your own responsibility. Her own responsibility is to make sure that she communicates her needs. But your own responsibility as her spouse is to ensure that you anticipate her needs. Sometimes anticipate our needs, right? See what needs to be done and say, oh, I'm going to do that for you. You can do this other thing so that, we can be done together on time. I'm going to take care of that. Don't worry about it. Make the first move, right? Make the first move and communicate it in words. You are thinking about doing that thing. You've already said you will do it in your mind. But how is she supposed to know that? Right? How is she supposed to know that? So communicate it, right? Tell her, don't worry about this today. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Then she knows, and she'll be appreciative of that, right? And she'll be able to give you time to, okay, he said he's going to do it, so it's on me to give him time to do it, right? So don't assume that, oh, your work is more important than ours. Your life is busier than ours. Even if she's working at home, even if she's not earning a paid income, even if, all that she does is things that don't bring money, those things are important, because they are the things that are keeping the family going, keeping your world spinning, right? So see her as the equal partner that the scripture says she is. At the end of the day, it's not about how much money she's contributing. It's about the fact that she was created to be an equal partner. She is an equal partner in the responsibilities that she is taking care of in the home, right? So don't treat her like a lesser partner. Don't assume that she has to be the one to do all the less glorified tasks, but very essential tasks of cooking and cleaning and dropping kids off and keeping the family going. Don't assume that, be the man. Step in and be the man. So those are 4 things that you can initiate, that you can begin to initiate today, that will make your wife want you more, that will make your wife be more and more and more in love with you. Initiate emotional conversations. Initiate heartfelt conversations. It is heartfelt conversations that touches the heart of other people, that touches the heart of your wife. Initiate prayers and spiritual discourse. This cannot be overemphasized. Initiate dates, trips, vacations, plan it all. Initiate task sharing, right? She's not a mind reader, not a housemaid. Initiate those task sharing. Show that, those things are on your mind by communicating them to her. Did you learn 1 or 2 things from this? Please flood the comments. Let me know that this was helpful to you. Ask any questions that you still have about relationships and marriages and how to make it work. I got a question from a guy recently trying to make his relationship work, trying to invest in his relationship, and I was so pleased. And I'm still definitely going to go out of my way to ensure that he has all the resources he needs, because I am so happy to see men say, I am the leader of this relationship. What do I need to ensure that he succeeds? Remember, when the whole drama happened in the Garden of Eden, God didn't call Eve. God knew who took the fruit. God knew who ate it first. But no, he called Adam. You are the one responsible. You are the man. You are the one I put in charge of this marriage. If anything happens to your marriage, God is going to call you first. The buck stops at your table, right? The responsibility stops at your table. So take that responsibility to ensure that you do all you need to do to meet the needs of your wife, to meet the needs of your family, so that you can be successful in it and your wife will want you more. All right, so let me know how this helped you. Let me know how this blessed you. Share it with everybody you know. If you're a woman who listens to it and you want to stop complaining, you want to stop, wishing your husband knew what you wanted, share it with him. Say, hey, I listened to this episode. I think it will really be helpful for our marriage. Share it with him. Share it with your boyfriend, your brothers, any man that you care about, that you want to see their relationship succeed. Share it on your WhatsApp, your social media platforms, your stories, everywhere. Let's raise a generation of godly, successful marriages together. Let's just raise them. That is my greatest desire, to see marriages succeeding everywhere. So do this with me. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless you.